Hi everyone, my name is Kate. Welcome back to my wondernetting channel, and this video will be about our move to Vietnam from Poland, why we decide to do it, and in general our plans for the future, whether we like it here right now or not. This video will be mostly with voiceovers, so I hope you enjoyed it anyway. But before we start, write in the comments, have you ever been in Vietnam, or maybe you live here? Also write what are your favorite places to visit here. Also write in the comments what country are you from, it will be very interesting. We are specifically in Danang city right now, and this city faces to the sea. And here you can feel this vibe of chilling, of vacation, just very beautiful city. On my Instagram, you often ask me how I usually shoot my videos, my vlogs, my Instagram reels, and especially YT tutorials. For example, right now I'm using origami tripod from Moft. Very convenient thing for all beginners and advanced creators, so I recommend you to use their tripod for shooting your videos. Moft tripod is very convenient to use for filming the knitting or crochet process, for filming tutorials and vlogs. Tripod is very easy to unfold and it can be put in different positions, and also easy to turn the phone from vertical to horizontal position in one moment. So at the same time you can shoot video both on YouTube and Instagram. I use this tripod to shoot close-ups of my tutorials as well as aesthetic videos on my Instagram. I have a creator kit which includes a case for the phone, the strap to carry the phone over the shoulder, also two tripods, one smaller, by the way the magnet is very powerful, phone will not fall down definitely, believe me, I shook very hard. Also in the kit there is a ring for the phones without MagSafe and a larger tripod which has several positions, lower and higher. As for me, it's the most convenient tripod. It also holds the phone very firmly, so don't be afraid to drop it. I use this tripod everywhere to shoot videos for my YouTube, for my Instagram and for my TikTok. Using my promo code wondernetting10, you will get 10% off your purchase. I have the full creator kit, but you can get only just one tripod. Also, if you don't have MagSafe on your phone, you can get MagSafe ring separately and use tripod with it. The link to the creator kit and tripod you will find in the description below the video. Well, let's start from the beginning. So here is how our packaging looks like. Just so messy. Here is the stuff that I want to deliver to my parents or leave it with my sister. Here is the baggage which I will take with me. It's only my stuff. These bags are the bags that I will give to the charity. Knit clothes, crochet clothes, the yarns, the hooks, maybe some needles. These clothes and these clothes I also will give to the charity, because in Vietnam we don't need like coats and sweaters. Also we have the same bag but a little one. The little one will be only my husband's stuff. Of course I have a big baggage. Sad to leave this place because I made it those aesthetic. I like it and I don't know how it will be in Vietnam. I hope it will be good. This is the view from my window. Oh, I like this view. It's so nice here. I will miss this view. And the air is so fresh. So the baggages are all packed, clothes are ready, and we leave tomorrow. It's so sad to see the apartment empty. This room was the room where I created this YouTube channel, you know, and now we are moving out. It's 4 in the morning. I just woke up. I'm so sleepy. We have a train like in 6:40. During the year and a half that we lived in Poland, this town became almost dear to me. When we came here, I had no idea that it would be so cozy and comfortable to live here. And even though it's not my hometown, I will miss it as if it were my hometown. Now we have arrived in Warsaw. We still have 5 hours before the plane, so we decided to stop at the coffee shop for a snack and coffee before heading to the airport. So far there is a sense of only an interesting journey ahead, but not a move to another country. As with any person moving, first you get euphoric and then reality sets in. We have 2 connections ahead of us, one in Qatar and one in Bangkok. We decided to stay in Bangkok for a week to see the city and experience the flavor of Thailand. So we are flying with Qatar Airlines, and guess what we decided to watch during the 5-hour flight? Is Oppenheimer. Probably not the best movie for an airplane. Flying with Qatar Airlines is a pleasure because the food is delicious and frequent. We specifically ordered a vegan food because we don't eat meat and fish, and it was delicious. Also, they gave different benefits like pillows, plates, and in general very comfortable and convenient flight. The airport in the city of Doha amazed me with its scale and opulence. I have never seen such a large airport, so many people and such a variety of cultures in one place. It strikes my imagination and also fills me with gratitude that I can see it all with my own eyes. We still have an hour and a half before our next plane to Bangkok. The next flight is also 5 hours long, and we are also taken by Qatar Airlines, and we also delicious and varied food. I first tried Thai cuisine. Vegan Thai cuisine is something unusual for me. Also, I don't just sit there for 5 hours. Of course, I took a yarn and a hook, and I'm gonna crochet myself a skirt. We are finally in Bangkok in Thailand, and we've already checked into our apartment for a week. And this is our first snack here: veggie noodles, cheese and spinach sandwiches and chips. Not very healthy, I know. Since we don't know Thai, we can't be sure in the food sold here it's vegan or not. But we've already found an Arabic restaurant here, and we can eat at least falafel. Our plans for this week are to visit some major sites and generally get used to this climate, to this heat before we go to Vietnam. The first place we want to visit here is Wat Arun, and you can't enter the temple grounds in shorts or skirt and with open shoulders, so I wore my favorite satin dress with a cropped cardigan. My first impression of Bangkok is how big and diverse the city is. It's a big surprise to me how many bikers are here. The city feels like something ethereal to me. It feels like I'm in some Asian movie and it's not all happening to me. Wat Arun is a Buddhist temple that has existed since the 17th century, and I can't imagine how people at that time could build such detailed, majestic temples. And why no one builds such beauty now? The view simply amazed my mind. Every detail wants to look at for a very long time. The territory of the temple is large enough. Here there are different buildings and all of them are very beautiful. Compared to European architecture, Asian architecture amazed me even more. Bangkok is an incredible place for me. I haven't lived in big cities for a long time and I'm not used to such a fast pace of life. I would prefer to live in a smaller city where the pace of life is not so fast. But I have always looked at big cities with admiration. Bangkok has a lot of people, a lot of bikers, a lot of cars. I haven't stood in such a long traffic jam in the city for a long time. When we were driving home from Wat Arun, we were stuck in the traffic for 2 hours. But despite all the disadvantages like humidity, stuffiness, heavy traffic, this city will remain in my heart and I would like to live here for more than 1 week. At the end of our Bangkok trip, I was advised to go to the Big Knit Cafe. It's a coffee shop and a workshop and a store where you can buy yarn for every taste and color. The coffee shop itself is very small but so cozy and aesthetic. I really like this type of places. Here you can buy accessories for your projects, here you can buy a yarn for your projects, and there is a really great selection of yarn. This place is famous for its very thick yarn, which can be used to make a very beautiful bags. So if you will be in Bangkok, be sure to visit this place. In Google Maps you can find it just by name. Also in this place you can taste incredibly delicious cakes and coffee. Of course, Wat Arun and Big Knit Cafe are not the only places we visited in Bangkok, and Bangkok itself made a huge impression on me. As I said, it will definitely be in my heart, but we have to fly to the city of our destination. So after a week we reached Vietnam in the city of Danang. Why this city and not the capital of Vietnam? As I've already said, we are not very fond of big cities in which the rhythm of life is very fast, so we didn't consider Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City as cities where we would like to live. So we chose Danang City, a very atmospheric city next to the sea with very beautiful aesthetic places. Also, the rhythm of life is more suitable for us. Well, in general, we always wanted to try to live near the sea, to know for the future whether we want to live permanently by the sea, it's suitable for us or not. At the moment, I can't say how much we will like living by the sea in this city, but we will see. What I noticed in the comparison to Thailand is that there are a lot of more bikers here. I think it's one of the culture shocks for me that here no one will give way to you on the crosswalk. Everyone drives on instinct. I think cars here only cab drivers. Such traffic you have to get used to. The fact that I'm scared to cross the road here. We lived in a hotel for a couple of days while we were looking for a long-term apartment, and when we found an apartment we went shopping for everything we needed, and we were amazed at how cheap everything is here. In the store there are a lot of Vietnamese and Korean products. Of course we don't understand what it is and what is suitable for vegetarians or not, but we'll figure it out in time. You can suggest in the comments what we should definitely try. In general, the city is very nice and of course it has some disadvantages, but not a lot of. It's definitely a bit fresher here than in Bangkok, I think due to the fact that it's near the sea and the wind is refreshing. Now it's the hottest months in Vietnam, so it's good to be outside only early in the morning before 7 o'clock and in the evening after the 7 o'clock. But in the winter the temperature here will be quite comfortable for us, about 21 degrees. Of course we are not quite used to such humidity and I feel wet all the time and take showers very often, but I think the body can get used to this. Also, I would really like to go to the Ho Chi Minh City to look at this city, and maybe I would like it much more than Danang, and I would like to stay there. Because one of the disadvantages in Danang for me is that there are no big shopping centers and malls here. And I really like to go to the malls, to look at the different clothes, just to walk. It's like relax for me. So I think we'll definitely go to the Ho Chi Minh City in the future to see another city in Vietnam. Of course, for us it's a completely different culture, a completely different place on the other side of the world where we've never been, and of course we miss our hometown and Poland, and now after living here I can compare where I would like to live in Europe or in Asia or back to my native country. Of course, as everywhere there are pros and cons, but so far we see only positive things. For example, life here is much cheaper than in Europe. People here are kind and responsive, always ready to help you. My real opinion about life in Vietnam and what for me is better, life in Poland or here, I will be able to say only after 3 months, when I start to see the real minuses and pluses. Well, for now we're just enjoying and customizing our everyday life and getting back into working rhythm of life. So this is the trip we've been on, and for me it's hard to say whether I like it 100% or not, because I'm not get used to such hot and humid climate here. I can't say how long we're gonna live here because we've been here like 4 months. And as any person who are moving to another country, I faced with negative thoughts, reflections, and comparison with Poland and my hometown. I still have such thoughts in my head. But I encourage myself because this is my life, and if there are any opportunities in it, they should be used. Because it's better to regret what you did than what you didn't do. Thank God we don't regret moving here, but we still have such thoughts about the comparison. I think it's normal. Thanks to these movings, we can decide where we want to live permanently. By the way, when we moved to Poland, I also had doubts and fears, but then I adapted very quickly and I really liked living there. Everything we do is for the best, and the main reason why we moved here is the first. We wanted to try to living in Asia for a long time to see the culture and everyday life. The second one is cheapness compared to Europe. Here we rented a large, bright and spacious apartment near the sea, which is better and cheaper than the one we had in Poland. These are probably the main 2 points. Write in the comments if you had that experience of moving to another country. What is ideal country for you to live in? Well, I want to tell you to not be afraid to take any risk and to travel and to take any opportunity that will appear in your life. The more opportunities, the more memories, and the brighter your life. So I thank you for watching this video and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to my Instagram, and write in the comments your thoughts about Vietnam, about the country where you live right now. Maybe I will visit it in the future, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, kitters!